Hello everybody, my name is Alex. Have you ever heard of this weird creature that is a type of salamander, a type of amphibian, but salamanders usually live inside land, on the land. But one salamander lives inside the water. And do you know what is this type of amphibian? The salamander, that weird salamander, but cute salamander that lives inside the water. You're right, it's an axolotl. An axolotl have feathery gills and also it have very cute eyes, and there are feathery gills and short tails like the frog develops and to be grown. And do you know that salamanders cannot regenerate their arms, but an axolotl can regenerate their arms. That's an interesting fact. Now I'll talk this about later. Now first, let's talk about where it lives. It lives inside only Mexico, inside a lake in a valley. It's called Lake Suquamico. I cannot pronounce it. I might be wrong, but it doesn't matter if axolotls can live even in Lake Suquamico, near the lake in Mexico City. So, is the common axolotl that live. There are only a few wild axolotls in the wild. And so that means they're rare and they're endangered. And we have to do our best. Humans can impact their survival because they throw harmful chemicals into the water. Like this. And it will soon make the axolotls very, dizzy. And they sometimes, maybe, domestic axolotls which live inside houses they will die actually, because it might be because the water quality is not good. And people in Mexico City might throw trash inside it. And this little cute creature will have to be protected by the wild. But domesticated are also in danger now because poor water qualities inside homes will make axolotls forgettable. And that's why I'll talk about this weird creature today. Because so rare. Now, here's an equation for you. Not quite an equation, it's just a riddle or a question. So, I've been researching this whole animal for years. And now I've come up with this animal. This is an axolotl, a cute little axolotl. So, it is a salamander. And axolotls, we know, are cute. They can yawn. Their yawns are very cute. And also, they can regenerate their arms. That's what their freaky things can do. And now, let's sort up these things a little bit. So, now here's a summary of these cute creatures. Axolotls live only in Mexico, in Lake Suquamico and Coquimco. It might be wrong. And they live near Mexico City. It might be. And they usually also live in the wild. They do not only live in the wild. A few of them live in the wild now because they're endangered. People can affect these creatures, and they also have predators like the Asian crab or birds like herons. And these creatures will be all gone in the future. But by the time, I think that we have to save axolotls, save for other animals that I like. Maybe because the water quality is not good, or maybe because people throw much trash, or maybe because of air qualities, or maybe because of pollution, or maybe a lot of other, etc. and etc. But what we might think about axolotls is that what they eat. Axolotls in the wild, they usually eat sort of stuff like insects, even worms, and small fish and tadpoles. But in the domestic axolotls, which means that they live in homes, people also usually feed the cute axolotls shrimp and insects, and also worms for some time. And axolotls, I think, are very cool. Now let's talk about how they're endangered. Their prey is that they usually, I said before, they have prey, but they also have predators. Scary predators. Like us. Not, but axolotls have quite predators, because those predators can wipe out all of the axolotls because they're rare and they cannot support stable of all the predators. Birds such as herons can affect these little creatures, but they can also be infected even by fish. Crabs eat axolotl eggs and axolotl youngs. And these axolotls are cute. But there's no way to protect them because people are just throwing trash. Like I said before, they can be affected by pollution. They'll be affected by trash. Pollution, trash. That's two things. And the third thing is that ocean acidity. But let's talk about this later. We're not caring about this. We're caring about how people can affect axolotls. And also, people can put harmful chemicals that axolotls cannot survive. Like same at houses, owners will think that axolotls will die. Why? It may be, or likely, due to poor water quality. Now, I'll tell you why and how and what they can do. How can they do it? Well, let's find out. At first, let's talk about these cute creatures, why I like them. But let's talk about what they do. Their yawns are very cute because they just yawns. Baby axolotls are even cuter than the ones. And also, they can regenerate. Here's the freaky thing. Regenerating arms and even every body part inside it. We cannot do that. But geckos and cockroaches are in a different way, because they cannot open their heads in the same time. While axolotls have a better tension of their legs because they're soft. And baby axolotls are even cuter than the previous ones. We can even see their organs inside because they're so light and transparent. And I like to tell you why I like this creature and why I talk about this creature. For more information, you can check out the website Google or Wikipedia, but it doesn't quite have much information about axolotls. For some reason, I took out my notebook and started to list all of the things I should talk about axolotls. Axolotls are very cute and weird. Can you see how amazing they can react? I think they're amazing too. That's why. So axolotls are just the right way that I can present to you the axolotls. So we will review this again. Now, axolotls live in lakes of Kimiko, and they also eat shrimp and worms and insects and tadpoles and small fish. They're endangered by birds such as herons and fish such as Asian crabs. And people also affect them. They can throw harmful chemicals into the water, and they can also throw pollution. Air qualities, but not all types of pollution. Water pollution is the main one. And I like this creature because it is very cute and weird. One time I saw a picture of it, and I don't know its name, but I thought it was cute, and I decided to write and talk about it. So now I brought this information with me, and I'll talk about it now. And this is the end. Goodbye, everybody, and thank you for listening.